Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, an amazing action movie. Ratatouille, I love it. It's an amazing animated film and it just gives me chills at times. It's that great. The Incredibles, pretty much almost everyone's favorite Pixar movie aside from the Toy Story ones. The Iron Giant, my favorite movie ever, probably the best movie ever made in my opinion. Tomorrowland, let's talk about it. Tomorrowland is directed by Britt, who I already talked about what he's done. It stars Britt, Robertson, and George Clooney, and it is the story in this one is kind of hard to try to sum up without spoiling anything. Britt Robertson's character comes across like a pin thing for a place called Tomorrowland, and she touches it and is immediately like transported there. And she's like, what? Yeah, that's kind of what happens. She comes across George Clooney eventually and other things happen. What's a good way to sum it up without spoiling anything? She's trying to get to Tomorrowland because it's that amazing. Things have happened. Everything's not what it seems. This Tomorrowland pin thing, things happen with that. She's just Tomorrowland. She wants to get there. She wants to know what's going on with that, what's going on with Earth right now. There's a lot of things going on in this movie that I can't really sum up because I don't want to spoil anything. IMDb, tell me a good summary. Bound by a shared destiny, a teen bursting with scientific curiosity and a former boy genius inventor embark on a mission to unearth the secrets of a place somewhere in time and space that exists in their collective memory. Good enough. So yeah, that's the movie. Hard to sum up. Yeah, the trailers, I actually didn't even see any trailers, so I didn't know what to expect, so I let this movie just wash over my face, neck, and chest, to quote Kevin Smith. But yeah, I was sold by one name, Britt. I mean, really, do I have to keep holding these up? So he's a great animated filmmaker, and then he makes this. And live action, he did a great job. The best Mission Impossible movie, one of the best action movies in a long time. He just burst onto the live action scene like, look at my Brittness. And now he's back with Disney, but it's live action, and I was very interested in just the sort of idea I got from a teaser trailer, and I was like, Britt's doing it, it's gonna be great, right? It's gonna be amazing. Pretty much. Britt Robertson was fantastic in the movie. I don't know her from anything. I think she was just in a Nicholas Sparks movie, The Longest Ride or something. Something I did not watch because I'm not stupid. But, you know, halfway through the movie, I was sure it was a different actress, but I was looking at her going, is that like a Jennifer Lawrence clone? Did they clone her? Is that her twin sister that does not exist? Because for some reason her face started looking like Jennifer Lawrence to me. It was odd, but I was like, it's not her, but it sort of looks like her. And she was really good in the movie. I really like her a lot. I hope to see her in a lot of other movies. And George Clooney was not George Clooney in this. He was very different. He was like a broken man, just a sort of sad, depressed, not charming George Clooney we all think of. So it was nice to see him do some real acting, and he was great in this movie. Hugh Laurie's also in this. House. I love him for House, and I thought he was pretty good in this. There's some other actors too. The little girl, Raffey Cassidy, she was really good in this. And also you got the little boy from Looper in this. He was amazing in Looper. He didn't have much to do in this, but I was like, little boy from Looper, awesome, because he's the little boy from Looper. So all the acting is good. Britt's direction, fantastic. And the story itself, pretty interesting, like 2/3 of the movie. And then the last act is kind of like how everything sort of came together. It was like, yeah. Like, it wasn't as great or interesting as the first two acts. I was like, well, there's some things here. Like, there's a certain speech someone gives. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm with you. But overall, it's like, that's good, but it's just, it didn't quite hold up to the first two halves of the movie, but it was still very good. And I felt like Britt was giving all his fans a little pat on the back because there's a certain scene, it takes place in a store, I think it's called The Blast from the Past. That was my favorite scene in the movie, and if you don't want to know why, tune out. Britt Robertson goes in that store, and it's all like 1950s sci-fi stuff. You got the Day the Earth Stood Still, aliens and stuff like that, a lot of Star Wars, and then Britt, you magnificent bastard. There's a certain scene you could not miss it. She's talking to like Key from Key and Peele and Catherine Hahn, and like behind her there's a whole shelf that's nothing but Iron Giant stuff, and I was like, I want all of it. I want it all. There was Iron Giant memorabilia, and then there's another part where there's another shelf and there's like the Incredibles stuff. And all the Star Wars stuff too. It's like, Brad Bird, I want this store to be real and I want to go buy everything in it. So Brad Bird here made his second live action film, and after this I think he pretty much announced he's doing Incredibles 2, which is exciting. And you know, I look forward to him doing more live action stuff, and I really enjoyed this overall. It's not quite his best by any means, but it was still a very good movie, very interesting. I enjoyed it a lot. It's a great adventure film. It takes you along on this ride of mystery and intrigue, and I sound like I'm trying to make a quote that's going to end up on the back of the Blu-ray, which would be awesome. Alright, Brad Bird, you want to prove you're cool? Use this quote on the back of your Blu-ray. Brad Bird bursts into live action and says, "Look at my Brad Birdness." You use that one. So yeah, the acting was great, direction was great. I enjoyed so much of it. The writing just goes a little bit down, not quite as good in the last little bit, but overall, just a great movie. I love Tomorrowland a whole lot. I would give it an A-. What a great movie. I look forward to Incredibles 2 and everything else Brad Bird does. He is for sure one of my favorite directors. Anyway, comment below, tell me what you guys thought of the movie. What do you think of all Brad Bird's movies? And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.